The Tulsa, and ladies and gentlemen, last I left off, I pretty much got it all assembled, at least all the major parts. Got the both holes together, got the bridge and the mast on, and then I started putting on the tiny little pieces that go on the bottom. And of course, next is putting the little stuff that goes on top and a whole lot of photo etch. Not too bad, it fits pretty good, except for right about here. It actually wants to, when you clamp it down, it just wants to not be, it fits real good, like real light, but if you clamp it to get it, a good bite on it, it just really won't fit. This really needs either a locator pin or what I like to call, I call it a slide. Basically, you got a piece of plastic that sticks up. It needs to really like just slide on. It's something that can mount on it and really keep its shape. That's about the only thing it needs. If I had to do this again, I think what I do is add some styrene strip in here and make a mounting point for it. It's what I would do. But I got it together, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to add just a very little amount of filler putty right here just to smooth it out. Other than that, we are good to go on the Tulsa. There won't be no moving parts. There's going to be a turret that goes on here. It's actually loose fitting. I'm going to glue it that way. It's just secured and won't fall off. Anyway, I just got a few little things to finish off the hull here, and then we can start putting on the tiny little pieces. But anyway, Tulsa is taking shape. I do like ships like this. It just different. Up next, and I probably have to get up here. Right here, and I'll get this on the workbench. That is another ceiling tile with a piece of plastic on top of it. We are going to do another ceiling tile diorama, and basically what we're going to do is, and I kind of want to cash in on the Top Gun sequel when it comes out, and I want to do different genres. I want to do an airplane diorama, a ceiling tile diorama, a space one, we'll say tank one, a car one, a ship one. So we're going to do something like this. And I haven't quite decided what I want to do. If you can see my crude drawing. We're going to have one with the, the afterburner thing that pops up, or the blast shield. We're going to have one sitting there like that, and then we're going to have one going all the way up to the end of the ceiling tile, like it's taken off, and I'll have it at an angle. And we're either going to go with number 80, which will be the Enterprise, which they will, I guess, soon to build, or we can go with 99, which that's my favorite number because it's also Star Blazer's, Captain Harlock's number, and on an aircraft carrier, 99 is the USS flag from G.I. Joe, which, hey, we do like our G.I. Joe cartoon really well. So we haven't decided quite what I want to do on that, but while we decide, we can start building. Going to use the Revell's Super Hornet, which, it's actually a licensed product by the United States Navy, which I'm going to keep the box just because of that, because I got a bunch of F-18s, but I didn't have one by the Navy. So anyway, that's a shed update story. So, 48 scale, we're going to start building. I've already actually started, and I got two of these. So I got two of them going. It's pretty basic. I mean, there's a little flash on a little bit of it, but other than that, it's, they go together pretty decent. I wouldn't recommend it for a first-time modeler, especially on the intakes. That was a little, just getting it set, but anyway, they are together. You got to start with the cockpit, and you have to excuse my two different pilots here. One, this kit you don't get a pilot. The older kits you did. This pilot right here, that's actually from a Phantom pilot, which I got a box of pilots. I'm here to tell you. Anyway, I thought, hey, 48 scale fits. You ain't gonna really see them upside down and way up high. The other one's a Blue Angel one, and that's actually a pretty, I want to say modern, I'd say a 90s pilot, but it's close enough. I mean, you ain't gonna see it from, hey, man, I can see you use two different pilots, But anyway, the Blue Angel one, I like to buy junk kits, and when I say junk kits, it's actually people that try to build models, try to get in the hobby, and they basically build a kit that's, they should start lower and then work their way up. So they make it a glue job. I buy it. I usually strip it for parts. It had the pilot, ripped him out, used him, and I'll just repaint him. But I buy junk kits because sometimes you got to make a conversion, and it's a lot cheaper and economical to cut one of these up than it is to have to go buy a new kit, which I've had to do that too. But anyway, that's another story. So, had to sacrifice Blue Angel's F-18 to put a pilot in for the F-18s. Now I haven't decided on markings. If you watch the Top Gun trailer, they're basically plain Jane F-18s. I may go that route. I haven't quite decided. Thought about doing the, since Elliot Brown from Fedoratron.com, he said on the tails make the Oklahoma Air National Guard, and that would be something to do. So I'm wondering if people could figure it out once they see it on the ceiling, that Air National Guard on a aircraft carrier taking off. Something may do that. Who knows? We'll decide once we get there. But we're not there yet. We're during the construction phase. So anyway, and yes, Bill, there is pilots. So that's what I got going on today. We are rocking and rolling on the Tulsa, which I just get up every morning, do a couple little pieces, and that's pretty much it for the day. And that's so it won't get monotonous and boring. And we are starting the F-18. So that's what we're going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.